let's get a palate cleanser going here. Like, what do we got? What do we got here? What's the next one on the list? Oh ho! Anderson Paak. Pick. Anderson Paak. Oxnard is the name of the album. You know what I'm saying? Real reviews. We jumping into that joint right now. So let's get the initial impressions. Will, when you saw that I dropped Anderson Paak Oxnard in the group chat, what were you thinking?
Once again, I didn't know who it was.
Jesus Christ, boy. Jesus Christ. Pell, what was you thinking?
So I heard his name before. Or no, sorry. Didn't hear his name. I've seen his name before. Mm-hmm. But even still, it was who the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I've definitely seen the name, but I've never put the name to a voice or a face.
Okay, this is Anderson Paak is signed to Aftermath Records, which is owned by Dr. Dre. Mm-hmm. He has been down with Dr. Dre for quite some time now. This is not his first album. I think this is his second album that he's released. He's done multiple world tours, has contributed to a number of platinum albums. He's a rapper, but more like a musician. He has a band, better known on tour for his live music and instrumentation. He does play multiple instruments, and like I said, and he was also one of the artists that was featured on the Compton soundtrack. So you know, Oxnard is, I feel like this is their project that they're setting to put him out in front. They spent enough time establishing Kendrick Lamar. I felt like, you know, Aftermath has always been very good at focusing on one thing at a time. And since Kendrick is well established and in a great space, I feel like the whole Aftermath staff is now devoted 100% of their time to getting Anderson Paak in the space that they feel like he deserves. I was definitely interested to hear what it was about. Like I was telling Will earlier, I actually saw the first single, the music video for Tints, on YouTube, and really enjoyed it. Like, it was definitely the sound, the video style, and all that, and all of his videos are very interesting. I can definitely recommend that. But anyway, let's get into the highs and lows of the project. Will, give me your highs and lows, man. Kick it off this time.
I really didn't have any lows like that. It was a good listen, but to me, it sounded like Kendrick.
Interesting. Okay.
But it gave you that gave you a different vibe. It wasn't that whole trap vibe which everybody's doing. It was just hip hop. Gave you that hip hop vibe. It was like mellow, like that Tribe Called Quest vibe, shit like that. I mean, it was cool. It didn't need to be so feature heavy. But then it was like some of the features they had, like Q-Tip. Didn't see that one coming. I don't have any Q-Tip on shit. So I don't know how he pulled that one off.
Facts.
Once again, J. Cole. Fuck.
J. Cole is on everybody's shit lately, though. Yo, shout out to J. Cole for just moving around. He's been moving around like a motherfucker.
But then he just got like Dre. I mean, you got Dre on one. Mm-hmm. Snoop.
Mm-hmm. That was a great one. Pusha T was a great one as well. BJ the Chicago Kid killed it.
I mean, he had a lot of features, but his features fit. Mm-hmm. Everything fit. The shit just flowed. It worked. It sounded good. Production was on point. I mean, it shit. Because I ain't gonna lie, I thought I was like, man, I ain't gonna like this shit.
Once you looked at the artwork, there's gonna be some bullshit here.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh my god, nigga.
I was like, man, there's gonna be some bullshit. I don't want to listen to this. Then I listened, I was like, oh, this shit hard as shit. This shit hard as a boss. You know what? I'm gonna ride with this. I ain't gonna skip no songs. I did towards the end because I wanted to hurry and listen to something else real quick. But then it was only like the last two, so that don't even count.
Word.
And that was it. I mean, the shit was dope as shit to me.
All right, Pill, give me your highs and lows on the project.
So upon opening and press and play, I was ready to hate the project. First two songs for me were downs for me. I hated the first two songs, but I really did enjoy the Kendrick Lamar, the Tints joint. And as you say, it's a video for it. I'm ready to go check that out. I felt like the production lacked in some places. I felt like vocally his voice was too high on some of the projects. I mean, on some of the songs. I felt like they could have tightened that up a little bit. And I felt like the flow of the project would have helped this project out a little more too, to where the features are not so feature heavy in the end. You know, I felt like it could have been mixed in, you know, a little better to balance out the project a little bit. You know, and they, like I said, I mean, then toward the end of the project is when it started becoming a little more interesting because the features are there. So that's why I felt like the flow of the project could have been a little better. That's going to be my highs and lows.
All right. Appeal is on some complete and utter bullshit right now, but I'll let him live. Oxnard to me is a triumph. It was definitely something I went into with the same mindset Appeal did, which is I went into it with the thought process of this is going to be some garbage. And I think Will's made the same statement at one point. However, upon pressing play, the first 8 bars of listening to it, I was like, yo, Will's gonna love this show. This is Wu-Tang. I was expecting RZA to jump on here, some other man, because it just sounded like some old school Wu-Tang production. And then when it opened up into the rest of the record with all of the instrumentation, I was like thoroughly blown away at the skill and the tightness of everything. If any one of you watching are familiar with the history of Dr. Dre and how he produces, he obsesses over sounds and how things are supposed to come together, the mixes, you know what I'm saying? And when you have an artist like Anderson Paak that comes with a live band, it was very impressive to hear how they intermingled the synth sounds and the drum production and the programmed production versus the live instrumentation. It was so much. It was definitely a smorgasbord of audio experiences. Every song was almost in its own world, but it wasn't. They all kind of connected. The vibe was definitely there. I disagree in a way that I feel like the features kind of balanced it out. I can understand it if you're not familiar with Anderson Paak. You're going to listen to him and you might space out. So then bringing in those different voices will make you feel more comfortable and familiar. But I was so interested in how he presented himself, how he sang, how he rapped, how all of the songs rolled out, that I enjoyed being taken on this audio experience. Every song gave me a different space, gave me a different time period. It reminded me of how, you know, sound used to be old school mixed in with that new school vibe. I enjoyed how he took risks, how he stretched out in different songs, the way he wrote the songs, the concepts of the records, even the skits at the end and how things played out. I really enjoyed it. I also loved, and I'm going to get into my favorite records in just a second, but I also loved how Dr. Dre I didn't hear Dr. Dre, but I felt Dr. Dre. Like, I didn't hear his production. I mean, there were times where it's obvious because his drum programming is just so. If you really listen to a lot of his music, you understand. But it wasn't like, unless you know it, you didn't hear it. You know, this doesn't sound like Kendrick Lamar to me. It doesn't. It doesn't. I can understand because he's rhyming real fast and doing that, you know, double flow and shit. But I'm talking about production wise in the sound. Kendrick sounds like Kendrick. Anderson Paak sounds like he's in his own world. I love that. I was talking to my roommate earlier about this nigga reminds me of the Don't Believe Me Just Watch nigga. What's the name? What's that the little nigga name? Don't Believe Me Just Watch. Bruno Mars. Like, I got that vibe from him. That up tempo, that the music, the musicality of it. You know what I'm saying? But my joke was, yo, this is that Bruno Mars nigga without all the hits. You know what I'm saying? If there's any downside, there wasn't a crossover record, meaning a record that was familiar to other sounds that they could latch on to bring Anderson Paak. I feel like their uphill battle is keeping him in his own world and selling people on it. He reminds me of Prince. Unless you're a Prince fan, it's going to be hard for you to get into Prince until those crossover records come on. You know what I'm saying? But Anderson Paak is a genius in his own right, has great potential to do some great things. Bringing in the Kendricks for Tints was I felt like was a great triumph. I really one of my favorites. Who Are You is Will's favorite. 6 Summers, I really enjoyed it. Smile / Petty. I love Smile / Petty, which is number 7. Mansa Musa with Dr. Dre. Love that record. Anywhere with Snoop Dogg. Yo, Snoop Dogg sounds so refreshing on this record. Yo, it's just, whenever you put Snoop Dogg over ill production, it's perfectamundo. You know, J. Cole was definitely there. Q-Tip was perfect on this joint. I want Anderson Paak and Q-Tip to do a whole album together. Like, man, this shit was some good with Cheers.
Never ever come out.
Yeah, pretty much. But
don't want to do shit.
Right. Sweet Chick with Chicago. BJ the Chicago Kid was beautiful. This album is for people that love music. Not if you want some trap shit, this ain't what it is. If you looking for some hardcore hip hop, it ain't what it is. But if you want some music, if you want a rich sounding, you know, just new energy, like, yo, I cannot suggest anything more than Anderson Paak. I am very, very impressed and very happy that I took the time to listen to this, and I am ready to now rate this between 1 and 5 mics. Lyrics between 1 and 5 mics. Pill, what are you giving it?
I'll give it a 3.
That is beautiful. Will, what are you giving it?
We'll give it a 3.
All right, I'm giving it a 4 point. No, I'm just playing. I'm going to give it a 3.8 out here. He is close as I feel like I'm comfortable giving him the 4. But let's talk about production between 1 and 5 mics. Will, what are you giving it?
3.6.
Pill?
I'll give it a 3.
I'm going to give it a 4, and niggas can fight me. It is what it is. Fuck y'all niggas. I'm keeping it at a 4. I'm not even joking. All right, let's talk about the Florida project. How one song flows into the next in relation to the whole project. Pill?
I'll give it 2.5.
All right, Will?
I'll go to 3.
You a hater, Pill. 3.8, man. I'm giving it a 3.8 on the Florida project. I don't know. What are you expecting from this name, man? This is a good fucking project. Anyway, artwork on the project and how it relates to the music. Pill, what are you giving it?
I'll give it a 2.
Really? You didn't like this?
No.
Wow. All right, Will?
I'm gonna give it a 1.
Wow.
Yo, it looked like a rest in peace shirt, yo.
Facts. Facts.
I'm going to give it a 3.5. I'm not rolling with y'all on this one. I don't know how the hell we got so far apart on this, but I really enjoyed the album cover. Let's talk about the overall project between 1 and 5 mics. Will?
I'm going to go with a 3.8.
Good job.
I'm going to roll with that one.
Pill?
He's going to hate it.
Yeah, he's going to give it a 3.
No, he's probably going to give it a 2 something.
You can't give it a 2 something.
I'll give it a 3. That's fine.
He was you made him go 3. He wanted to go less than that.
I was gonna go like 2.8. That was
I told
like
you.
Go ahead, yo, go 2.8.
I'll go 3.
Fuck you, nigga. Go ahead, do your little 2.8 shit, nigga. I don't fucking care. Go hit your little pussy ass 2.8, nigga. Fucking ass nigga. Anderson Paak 3.8 out this bitch, nigga. It's close to a 4. This is damn near legendary out here, my nigga. Is this hip hop?
No.
It's funk. I don't know what that is. Funk and some shit. Funk pop.
I don't know.
Rock, some shit. Shout out to that nigga. Does this have any replay value, Pill, on a personal level?
No.
Will?
Yes.
Definitely for me. Definitively. Would you recommend this to a friend? Will?
Yes.
Pill?
Yeah, why not?
Definitely recommend. I recommended it to you, motherfucker. So, but I also did City Girls too, so I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm sorry I did that. All right, so please drop a comment in the comment section. Tell us your opinions about how you feel about the project so that we can continue this conversation online. We love y'all. Don't forget to also subscribe to our channel, Google Play and iTunes, Real Reviews, and then also subscribe to our YouTube channel, VVC Life. We want to hear more from you guys. Talk to you later, and peace.